Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire Crafter. How are you doing on this fabulous Friday morning, which happens to be my daughter's 33rd birthday? That's my baby. And also the Aall Create new release, yay! It feels like forever since they had the last release, so I'm excited for this. I've been sent some samples to have a play with. I am presuming there's a lot more to the release. I'm not privy to that, but I'm absolutely loving that I'm privy to this, so if that's the right wording. So I'll show you what we've got, and then we're going to do two little projects. I've got another project tomorrow, and hopefully the live on Sunday will also be featuring it will feature Aall Create, but I don't know as of what we're doing yet, because these are all Memorydex. So, well, I can sort of show you, can't I? So this is my box that I keep mine in. This is not finished by all means. Let me take these out and show you. I still want to do some stamping and stuff on mine. This just slides in and out. So I haven't decorated that yet either. I didn't want to actually, but I think I might actually just do it in gold. So this has got just watercolour card on the bottom and all the way around, and then just gilding wax. And obviously these are from a release before of these. I think maybe 2 releases ago. But like I say, I haven't finished it. I want to do some stamping and stuff on it yet. And it's a nice smooth surface for me to do it on. So in here, so I've already said before, I'm going to do like birthdays. So, because I send cards out to everybody, all you guys. I'm going to need a few, which I have got anyway. And like, this one was one that I did for Christmas, and I will make this December. And I've got stamps that say December or DEC, whichever way you want to do it. And I'll put them on like that and put my December birthdays behind. But I'll cut my cards to write the names and addresses on out of Memorydex. So it just all fits. And I can do the round one, which I think I'm going to do as well anyway. I've got the book that I use, which is this one. I made them, but Aall Creator sent me the rings now. I'll get them out for live. I've got so much going on around me. But yeah, you can either do it like this and have them in here so that they'll flip that way. But I'm going to make these into photo albums, I think. The same sort of way. Cut them with Memorydex and do it the same sort of way. But they come flat. You decorate it. I love doing that. That was fantastic doing that. I think we did that on a live. I think we did. I've got these. Because they do these in... I've had these a while. They do them in all 3 colours. Look at the inspiration on these packets. It's just crazy. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's nothing to do with the new release. This box also nothing to do with the new release. This is it. See, they've stamped and coloured theirs. Or they've just stuck pieces of card on. Well, that's what I've done. But then, just to mask it a little bit, I've gone round it with the gold. So yeah, they do have them as well. They're all there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So these ones you've already seen me do. I made that one 3D. And this was... I loved this one. Absolutely loved it. So I made them into cards as well, if you remember. Or anything I'm going to do today, you can make into a card. Anything. I'll give you a quick glance of this. This is tomorrow's video. This is a shaker card Memorydex, which you can make into a card. Dead easy. I'm going to show you anyway. Right. So, we'll come to the Memorydex in a minute. So this came, I think this is a fantastic idea. If you don't know what to buy for yourself, or you don't know what to buy for a gift for somebody and they're into crafting, this is perfect. So you've got 2 layering washi tape in it. You've got some ephemera and you've got some coloured card. You'll have to excuse the mess of mine. I've been playing with mine. So this is CB1. Is that Craft Box 1? Oh, Creative Box. There you go. Maker's Magic. So CB1. I try and do everything by number, because if you go to their site and put in CB1, you'll get a load of inspiration under that. And the Facebook Fanatics page also. So you've got 2 washi tapes. Like I say, I think there's more. So there could be more boxes rather than just the one that I've received, which I'm totally grateful for. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4, which are, this is how I do my washi tapes. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4. I'm going to be using this one probably Sunday. I've done something with this. But how fantastic are they? That was my fault. I ripped that there, so that was my fault. It doesn't normally look like that. But that's how I store mine. I put them onto a piece of card and then I know what I've got. So that comes in this box. You also have ephemera, which to me and you guys from Yorkshire, it's called, oh, what do we call it? Toppers? No, I don't know. I call it die cuts. Oh, I won't get them all out. It's got little stars and stuff inside. So this is all quite jazzy. Actually, some of it's in the back of here as well, because I'm going to use the doggies and cats. I'm going to take that out as well. So you've got all these bits here. Right, you've got hugs, or hug. You've got kiss. Loads of envelopes. Another hugs. Love. Hearts. You've got stars. Envelope. You've got all sorts. Us. So you could have love us. And then you've got these. Just look at these. I'll put them. Let me get a piece of white card. Look how cute these are. Look at the colours. So you can either be daring and still go with a multicoloured background. Look. How fantastic. And to say we've just been doing doggies on videos as well. And you've got cats. And then you've got little versions of the bigger ones. Oh, I'm just in love with these. I haven't got around to using these yet and I can't wait till I do. There you go. There's your big doggy and little doggy. So you've got these. And then also in this pack, so you've got your 2 washi tape, you've got your ephemera, and you've also got your double-sided card. That one, I'm going to use this one today, I think. So we'll leave that one out. Aren't these like, where's them doggies? Look at the doggies on the card. How cute is that? Just that. It doesn't need out else. You can put that into a tag. You can just cut it down and put it onto a card front and you've got a card. Put a little sentiment. I think that's fantastic. I love this one. I'm going to do something like this. You know, make the actual paper. I love it. I love this piece. Again, put your doggies on it. Look at the colours. Oh, just, it's not normally my cup of tea. Look at them together. In ephemera, but this is, I've not seen out like this. Look at that one. That's amazing. So you have all these in your pack. Again, look at that one. Look at the colours. I just love it. It'll be lovely with glossy accents on as well. And this, look at this. I don't use this because I just love it as it is. Where's something far out? Let's have a look. Don't like the red with it. Love that. Love. Love. and then put your psychedelic doggy on. I love it. Oh, there you go. That would look good matching that one. Come here, doggy. I don't think you need to say much more. Stand them up, put a foam pad behind them, and you've got a belting card. We'll have to do that one, I think. I really like that. I think we'll have to do that one. Just in a quick 2-minute card, innit? Let's leave it out in case we get time. And if not, I'll do it at weekend at some point. So this all comes in your little box. So that's a lot for a little box, is that? I couldn't tell you the price. I don't have a clue. And that's my bad. I should have asked, actually. But I've been that busy with all the stuff and playing. Right, rather than try and squeeze it all in, it came in a box. It can go in a box. Like I say, I'll play with these this weekend now. There's just so much to play with. And to think, if I don't have it all here, which I presume I don't, it's going to be endless, isn't it? I'm going to leave that bit of card in there and then I can use it with it. Leave them two out. Right, so along with this, we also have some Memorydex. This one we're going to use today. This is Click Chick. So DI86. So we're going to use that one. I'm going to use this at weekend, I think. I know what I'm going to do with it now. Actually, I think I'm going to take the elements and put them on a card. If all goes well, if I can get it right. DI83, this is stemmed pouch. So obviously that turns into a pouch when you've die cut it. Yeah, I did get this one out. So they don't come on magnets. I buy magnet off Amazon and I back it onto scrap card. They do come in a bag. So that was my fault. I didn't even stick it down, put it down. There you go. So I just do that. They don't come off. But I haven't done them all yet. Just the ones that I got out to play with. We're going to use this one. Also, I've backed this one onto a piece of scrap. I think we're only using... we're using the hearts and the small and the large. So that, again, you don't have to use every single element. So we're going this one and this one. I thought I had something cut. I might have to... I'll see if we can get to that one today. That is the plan. This one I'm using on Sunday. This one I'm using tomorrow. This will be a shaker one. Something totally different. So this is Aqua Adorn. Envelope Charm. Envelope Charm? Yeah, Envelope Charm. Oh yeah, it's got all your stamps and what have you. How pretty is this? So you can mix and match all these. I can take these hearts and use it on this one. I can take these leaves and things and put it on this one. Or you can take the pretty things and put it on that one, on the edges of here. You just mix and match them. You just got to look into them, haven't you? Right, so let's crack on. So we'll move these out of the way because we aren't using these. We'll just put them to the side in case we do use them. So also along with this, I'm going to do use some different older stamps. So I'm going to do the camera. Again, backed onto a piece of card. It's perfect. I want to show you how they do come. Right, I haven't opened this one yet. So they come in this little bag. And most of my others are all still in these bags. Look how pretty that is. But eventually, as I'm using them, I'm moving them all to magnets. There we go. Right, so we're using the Click Chick. And I have cut some bits ready because I knew we were going to be talking at the beginning. Put that back there because we're going to need some space for water and ink. So, this is what I've cut. The camera, I've cut from black Doesn't matter that you can't see the detail in it, because I have then cut it from silver. I've cut it from black just to back it. I didn't want white because we're using colour, so that'll be backing that. This is Pink Frog card. So is this. So is all the card I'm using actually. It's all Pink Frog card. So I've got 2 of the camera, and we are using, that's Pink Frog Super Smooth, that's Pink Frog. Don't know why I've cut that actually, because I'm going to be cutting it out anyway. I might just do it on that and see if it comes out there. I don't have to cut another one out. Right, and this one is your clicker, which is this bit. So it'll all become away. So there's your, put these away. Hopefully I've got everything cut out, apart from we've got to do one bit of fussy cutting. So it's all out, it's all, I will have to cut a circle to go in there, we'll see. I might just wing it and go square. So everything's cut that we need, so I'm just going to move it to the side. Now I'm going to put some ink down because I'm going to colour this camera. We're also going to be using Charlie number 428, which is already stamped, and then we're going to, I'll show you what we're going to do with it. It's pointless me explaining when I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to take a couple of, you can do exactly what I'm doing now with your oxides, but I'm using Andy Skinner Inkology. But I'm just going to put a bit of that down. I've got hair from a paintbrush there. So a bit of pink, Skinner's Gold. Good job I bought a few of these because it's nearly out. I think I might just go with them and see what happens. That's Lexi, you can hear snoring, by the way. If you're new to my channel, this is my very elderly doggy. In fact, she was 12 yesterday. Well, she was 12 on the 28th. And we have a 2-year-old who was 2 on the 27th. So I'm just going to wet it. Just laid it full on down. Oh gosh, that's perfect. Oh, I want to do more. That came out perfect. I don't want to cover it up now. That's fantastic. I have no kitchen towel up here. I've run out, so dry nicely. Tell you what I do have. It's the bottom bit you're going to see. That's why I don't want to take the colour off. Perfect. Well, that was quick. I don't have to do another one. What are some colours? Just while that's wet, I don't know if I'll get much more out of it. But just while I've got these colours outside of me, I might as well just mop it up because we're moving it now. Fantastic. I cut these pieces to make the cameras and I forgot that I already had one cut. Oh, that went very orange, didn't it? That's okay. I might as well use them. So we'll just quickly soak that up. The thought of wasting it is scary, isn't it? There we go. That'll do. I'll be able to do something out of that. Let me wipe up the rest. Can't remember if we're using colour or not, so I have 2 of these. And I've started using them on all my videos now, making it easier than just making a mess. And I used them both yesterday, but I can't find another one. No, if I'm honest, I think I took it downstairs to give it a proper wash. Right, just move it out of the way for now. So we're going to put that to the side. We don't need that yet. And we're going to do our Charlie. It's very quick because it's simply black and white, isn't it? So we're not even doing all of him. We're coming maybe to here, so we don't have to even worry about his bottoms. Natural beige, vanilla, light beige. That's all I use for my faces. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to use the light because we're going to be quick, aren't we? So we'll just go around the edges. I mean, most people are going to know Charlie Chaplain, aren't they? I just did the Laurel and Hardy, didn't I? And I was really worried that people weren't going to know who they were. But then I seen how many of you went on to buy the stamps, so that was fantastic. I didn't feel like I was the only old person then. Oh, I'm not saying anybody's old. Shut up, Heidi. Shut up while you're ahead, lady. So that quickly done his face. Normally I'd give him rosy cheeks, but it's Charlie Chaplain. So I'm actually not going to bother. I'm not doing his hands. I'm literally going to come down to about here and hope that that's enough. If not, I've just messed it up. Right. So I'm going to take black for his hat with grey, and also I will probably hit it with, in fact I won't use the dark grey, I'll use cool grey too. So I'm just going to come in from sides, and we are cutting but we're not fussy cutting, we're just going to cut down the side of him, so it's even quicker than what we would normally do. I'm really sorry about my snoring doggy. I could call her, I've stopped calling her, she doesn't hear you now, she's deaf. She's got great eyesight, but she's deaf. I'll go cool grey too, yeah. So all I'm doing is chucking it through the middle, and it gives you that highlighted look. I always take my brush to the end so that you've used the blended in the dark as well. That's plenty. We will highlight later. So I'm going to do the same here. Oh gosh, I am so sorry about her. She's laid on a hardwood floor. Doesn't help, does it? I mean, I'd put a little bit of background music on, but we're not even allowed to do that, so it is frowned upon. I understand, it's all copyright. I get it. How quick with that? So with the light grey, grey 1, I'm gonna just put it all the way across, and I think maybe a tiny fog grey at the side. I can't apologise enough. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but it's extremely loud outside of me. I'm just lifting a bit of the middle out. I mean, I do have the blender, which will do the same thing, but I just tend to use the colour I'm working with. There you go. Now, if I put that blender on the darker, it'd be massively obvious. So I tend not to use it for stuff like that. So we're going to stick with the light grey and do the shirt. I'm going to have to wake her up. Sorry, guys. Lexi dog. Wait, come here. Come on to here. Come on. Onto there. That's it. Lie down there. Lie down. Lie down. Right, sorry about that. That were, not only was she vibrating through my feet, it was extremely loud, so I've put her on the rug bit. Oh, she's not happy with me now. She's stood up. Oh, she's gone back to wood. Oh, no, she hasn't. She's gone to comfy bed. Just chuck her in there. Go on, in there. That's it. They've got a ginormous bed underneath my workbench, but they tend not to use it for some reason. Right, I'm going a little darker grey. I mean, you choose your own colours, but I'm using the blacks and greys because that's what it meant to me when I was a kid. That's how I imagined him. I mean, isn't that the only way you'd see him anyway? No, she's got off the bed. I told you, they won't use it. Oops, she's leaving the room. She's disgusted with me. Right, and now I'm going dark again, black. Like I say, we don't have to go far down here. We are going to highlight these as well. Give it a minute or two to dry. In fact, we can set up the camera a bit first, can't we? So, in fact, I think I'm just going to leave it black. There's no point me highlighting it. Oh no, I will in case a bit more comes up. So I'm just going to go to there. Let's see what happens there. Always wipe your brush off and they go straight back to the normal colour. People often ask me what's my favourite, in fact it's one of the questions for this live on Sunday. What's my favourite medium to work with? Now, presuming you mean colouring wise, I think this will always be it. This will be the one I always go to. Because I can use them. I can't do Copics. I've tried and tried and tried. In fact, I sold them all because I just couldn't get on with them. Right. So it should be enough. I'm going to take the palest grey now, which is my palest. I think that's it actually. Oh, I could have done with a lighter one, but we'll go with this. Oh, wait a minute. I'll do it. So I'm just going to go around his eye. As you do with these Aall and Create stamps. I probably would have preferred a lighter one, like I say. I'm going to make them both same size today. That's not even, I can't even see it. That looks round. In fact, I am going to make it a bit bigger because his eye, the circle's bigger, isn't it? You know, I'll do. Now, what we're going to do is, I'll get my ruler, not measuring. What we want to do is, I'm going to cut him straight over the top, which will be about there. Maybe even take a little bit more off. What I'll do when I cut it is I'll cut under that line. Then I want to make sure that line's straight. I want to cut down the side of him. How do I make sure that's straight? With just a little bit of a... Like I say, I'm not measuring. About that. I can always read the lines out, I'm not worried. But I need a stopper. So if I make my stopper, I'm just looking at what I've already done, around here, because then I can always make it a bit bigger or smaller, depending on how we do the back now. So you don't have to do that. I've done that just to show you where we're going to go with it. So I'll tell you what, let's get me, I'll use my little cutter. And then I can do it here in front of you all, can't I? So we're going to cut across his head. And I'm going to go where that line is. I'm going to go slightly under it so we don't have to do no rubbing out. Let me just get rid of these pens because they're done now. Now we're going to partial cut here, so I might have to use my other one actually. So I'm going to cut down and I'm going to stop here. Yeah, this is why I'm better off using my roller one. So I did it. I did stop on that. Well done. Again, I want that line. In fact, I'm going to come up a bit further just in case we need to make it a bit bigger when it comes to it. And then when we know what we're doing, the whole of the bottom will be cut off. So you'll literally have the shape of a T. So I'm just going to go to the window and cut that one because that's my roller one, which obviously I can't do on that. So 1 second. There we go. I can't find my black version of these. I had them in my hand the other day. So I'm just going to cut this one straight across, but I'm cutting it higher up, like I said, because I can always cut a bit off. So this is the idea of what we're going to be making. I'll show you now. So we're going back to his base. I just need a piece of card. I've got a piece of white card here. Let's go with this. We're just going to stamp a greeting, which on the one I'm going to show you that I've already done, I don't know why I took that out of the packet. I've done this one. A day without laughter is a day wasted. And then I thought, we've got a right colourful background, so you'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So that's the one we're going to use. Gosh, it seems so long since I've done a video as well, never mind an Aall and Create video. Because I'm so far in, well, I was so far in front with them. Where's my brush? Yeah, it seems ages since I've made one, but the catching on, they're all going now. Spent too much time panicking about what I can make and what I can't make. So we are going to heat emboss this. Purely for quickness, I think. Clear gloss, super fine. Now, I do want a square out of it. Perfect. If you know me, you know that this piece of paper now goes in the bin, because no matter how much I wipe it, it still has powder on it and it makes me cringe when it's on my work surface. I can't stand it. Heat that up. Now then, I have to get my own head around this now. So we're going to use, well, I'm going to make that fit in there. So it will be cut out. In fact, let me just, it's a bit bitty, get my pencil. I can always rub the pencil out once I've cut it. So I just want to cut a little square around it. It's better if you start with a straight piece of card, isn't it? Then you know what you're doing. Doesn't need to be a certain measurement. I may even cut this down a bit further. Because if I'm honest, I can't even remember how I did it. So I know that's central, that's square. I'm just gonna... I'm not even bothered if you see the pencil, to be fair, because it's what it is, isn't it? It would have been nice with a thick black mark, actually, and it'd sit nice in front of the doodah camera. Right. Yeah, it'll do. So what my thought process now is, I'm going to stick that there. It will have double-sided tape either way. And then this man needs to come up here. Actually, that's just perfect. Right, let's just stick that down where it is. That's absolutely perfect. Oh, I didn't get my glue ready. Here, by gum. Please work. There you go. Might be a bit too much glue because I really don't want it on the back of the camera. So what I'm going to do, stick it on there, take a load off. That's alright, because I can see the pencil mark, so that helped me actually, although it might be a little bit cockeyed. I am going to go with that. So that bit's stuck down. So what's going to happen here is this is going to go and sit on the top here. This will also be going on, but this is going to sit here. So what I need to make, I'm just going to show you this, where, I don't even think that looks straight, does it? Let's have a look. Didn't think it was. Still don't think it is. I'm going to curve the ends using RM10. This is just one of those off Amazon. I'm just looking for that other piece of card that we're going to be using. Oh, it's here. So on a little piece of card, exactly the same card, I've stamped pull. You can write pull. I've got this, which is very naughty to show on a different branded thing, but I just use the pull from the pull here. So you can write it on. This is going to be glued, so you can only see the pull. I've used the same card and just rounded it off exactly the same way. So I'm going to put that flat. And you literally just want that bit seen. That's it. Okay. So now we come to this bit. So I want him, let's get the double-sided tape. We are 100% going to have a piece across the bottom. So we know that he can go down as far as there. But we want him right down to the pull. I bet I ain't left enough room, you know, to do the... So it needs to come off at the moment around there. Let's just put a mark there. So that it can come back down and sit flush with the bottom. So at the moment, that's where that needs to be. It may alter if we put another piece further up. So I'll just cut that off. From there to there, we said. Right, we're getting there. So he's looking like that. So he's going to sit there. We want him to come out of this bit here. So at the moment it sits plush, and that's all you will see. Right, he's in position there. So what I'm going to do is take the tape, and I want it to go, just run up the side. No, I don't. She's lying. I want to put a stop, which will be across there, of how far up we're going to come. We will be putting more down, but I just want to put the stop on. So I want to put it level. So if you look, when we're pulling up, it comes to a stop. There's not enough room there. So, right, that means, how far up did he come? To his face. So we want him to come, the bottom line, let me just do it this way around and then I know what I'm doing. Right, so the bottom row is where we're going to take him to. So if you have these lines across, you can then decide which you want. So if we put him the right way in now and turn him over, if you pull him, that's his stop. So we can even go a little bit less, or actually, let's remove them. Take them up a tad. What I want them to do is stay below this, because, let me just see where that goes. When you go to push it back in, you don't want it catching on that. So if we take this off and put it there, I'll put a fresh stop down in a minute, one that's not going to move. So this is where you're just going to have to play. You're just going to, and that takes him to there, and that shows that much of him. They are a bit wonky like, but so I'm actually gonna, we can remove them now, so we know it needs to be level with this. So if we put a stop there, actually on it, and we do the same at the other side, actually on it, not all the way in like I have. You live and learn. Better off doing it that way. Make sure he's coming out of the right place. So we need it to be, it's literally just gonna have to be on the edge of it. Make sure he's coming out of the right place. I want him to come out of this bit of camera here. Can you see? Yeah, there you can. So as long as I get him right, then I can decide where I want me stop, which is going to be there. Now, by rights, that should be all level. Yay! So what I'm going to do now is cut a little bit off there. A little bit off there. I'm going to leave him in place. In fact, we can put him down. Because now you need to have... What you're doing, I suppose, is just blocking it in. So this barrier stops it going off the bottom. This barrier stops it going off the top. And having these at the side stops it from, you know, going... So you literally... There. And then you're just going to put your own normal, everyday... tape on that you would put on if you were just going round it without the extra bits in the middle. There you go. It is a bit faffy, but have a play. Watch it again. And honestly, when you see it finished, it's really worth it. I'm just going to put a bit extra here just for support. Doesn't need it. But I just sent a card to somebody who got so damaged in post. I were heartbroken because it was such a pretty card and all. Know what I can do about it. Oh, I nearly put it on the inside of there then. That must stay free. Right. Now I'm just going to take that off while I take these out. Use my picker, be easier. Nearly there. You can use thicker tape. I've got thicker tape. I could have done that. Obviously, it'd have had to be a thin piece here on bottom, because that's how far we're coming down. You don't have to have a camera for this, but, you know, you can do it with absolutely anything that you want to pop out or something. But obviously, knowing that I had got the camera now, it was just the perfect one to do it with. And it could be it could even be a photo. It could be one of your kids' or grandkids' photo. What a fantastic card that'd be. Right, now before we stick that down, I'm going to do a couple of highlights. I've got a list right in front of me of things that I've got to video today. After this one, I'm moving straight onto the shaker one. Right, I'm just going to get my thin paintbrush, which is there. I just want a bit of scrap. Let me put a tiny bit of this on there. That'll do. Clean that off, otherwise it's going everywhere. So I'm using my made brush, which I make for doing stuff like this on my stones. So I've just started doing it like this lately instead of using my pens. So I want a thin line, and I'm going to go round his hat. Got a ghost in my room. I'm going to go across the hat. It's all these little bits that make the difference, isn't it? And I'm just going to put a bit. Now then, I'll put it on the collar. I don't think you're going to see it on the arm, but just in case you can. I think that looks okay. I might just add a bit of water. And just take that one a bit more. That's better. That's better. Note to self, put a bit of water with it first. That'll do. I'm happy with that. I always leave that brush in there. Now I'm just using a real small dotting tool. I could have done with a smaller one actually. I don't know where I've put them. Well, I do know where they are. And all I'm going to do is dot on his eyes. I'll do. I'm happy with that. So I need you to dry, mate. I don't really want to use the heat tool because it might unstick this, but I think I might have to. Let me just get rid of this rubbish and hope it dries while I've got to get rid of this. All we're doing is sticking it down now. Right, let's do it. Oh. I should be okay. It's smudged his eye a bit, but I can always put a bit of grey back in. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put him in place. And while he's in place, we're going to try and get him smack on this. That looks okay there. I could have probably moved it over a little bit, but it's down now. I'm going to take the silver thingy me bit for there. And I'm just going to stick that on top. Bearing in mind, I cannot see what I am doing. That looks right. I'm also going to get a silver pen. I didn't want this one. I wanted me... Oh, this one. I'm using the Posca silver. I'm hoping this will do it. And all I'm going to do is go over the humps and bumps so it looks like it's made of metal, if you like. And it makes them bits stand out a bit more, I think. You see what I mean? So I'm just going to do the same here. I did try a different silver, but it was very wet, so it more sat in them than, you know, went over edges. I don't even think I've hit the actual thing there. I can't see a thing from the angle I'm at. Yeah, you get the idea. So we've done that. Now this bit is literally just because that's how I prefer. I want a backing on. I mean, it's strong enough. I just prefer them a bit stronger. It is plenty strong enough. I'm not going to push it hard because I don't want to, but it is plenty strong enough. But this is literally just for me. I do this with a lot of my stuff. And it has to fit because it's cut from the same die. Why is that not fitting then? There you go. Right, and then I'm going to put the silver front on, which really sets it off. Because I did it like this. This was my finished project. And I did it and I thought, no. I mean, you can see them. But you need them to stand out more. And they stood out on this card. This card is fantastic. I used loads of this at Christmas. And all I'm going to do is make sure I've got it the right way up. And I'm going to sit it straight on top. And what a difference it made. Look, you can see so much more detail. How fantastic is that? Don't get glue on it. I mean, it comes off. Just use a baby wipe. There you go. And that is your finished card. As if you made it into a card, but I've kept it as a Memorydex. And then you can just pull it up and it's the prize. I mean, I could have put a bit of a less wobble in it, but push it down. Somebody's got the card. Pull it up. Either have something like this. I mean, it just come up easy. Or have a photo of your grandkid coming out. How cool is that? And that was my original. I just love it. I've played with this one so much. It was a lighter grey that I used, see? There you go. That is my first project. And I'm going to leave this video with this. So I am going to go on and do a very quick heart one, which I'll upload separately. But just an idea of it. That's your introduction to this Aall and Create. In fact, you know what? No, let's do it. Oh, no, stop. Because I've got to do a lot of colouring in on it. So I will move on to the next one. But I hope you like it. It is something totally different. Like I say, it doesn't... Let me get a card base. It doesn't have to be a Memorydex. All you would do, if you don't want that bit on the bottom, is partial... I mean, that you could just cut off there anyway and put on a card. But just partially die cut. And then just cut the rest yourself. But if you cut that off, this is an A2, what I use. Yeah. So it's 5.5 by 4.25. You could have something like that on there. If you cut it down just to that bit. Just there, and then you've got enough room, actually, for doing your pull-up as well. And then you can decorate your background. How fantastic. It'd look lovely with a black and white background with this colour. It'd look lovely. But there you go. It can be a card. Any of these Memorydex can be cards. You don't have to stick to what it says on the tin. Right, I'm going to get out of your way and I'm going to go and film my next one. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really hope you like it. I'll catch you soon. In fact, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.